I grew up in a world where money was functional, not aspirational.
Okay, so my guest today is Ninoshev, investor, father of two, born in Bulgaria, came across to the UK in 2013 with just a suitcase. He has been investing in property, built several businesses, and helped others create long-term wealth. He also believes deeply in legacy and generational change and doing things differently. So welcome, Niko.
Thank you, Isabel. Really happy to be here and thank you for the invite.
Oh, that's lovely. And you're our very first guest actually on Series 27, so special thanks for that. That's
Thank
absolutely
you.
brilliant. So I've got a few questions for you around mindset and money, if you don't mind. And I just thought I'd
Of
start with
course, of
what
course.
what sort of messages did you get about money and work when you were growing up?
Oh, you're taking me into the deep straight away then.
Deep
Well,
dive.
yes, so I grew up in a world where money was functional, not aspirational.
Right.
It was never about building wealth or dreaming big. It was more about getting by, paying the bills, keeping the lights on, and work wasn't something you choose based on joy or purpose. It was what you did because you had to. It
Yeah.
was like a necessity. So in my house, there was no financial literacy as such. There was obviously, my parents were not bad educated, but we weren't talking about compound interest over dinner, let me put it that way. So there was no mention of assets or entrepreneurship, investing. The conversation around money was more like turn that light off, it's wasting electricity,
Yeah.
or don't ask for new trainers, your old ones still fit. And it's not that my parents didn't care, far from it. They were doing their best with what they knew. My dad was grafted, the kind of man who thought being a good father means never taking a sick day.
Oh,
And probably there is an honor in that, yeah. But there's pride, but also it's kind of a trap. Because if you grow up thinking hard work alone is the answer, you miss out on the power of strategy, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
So I think the message that I absorbed without anyone obviously saying it outright was be grateful for what you have, keep your head down, don't take risks, don't want too much, because wanting more was almost seen as maybe greedy
Oh, really?
and
Mm.
yeah, or unrealistic. Let's put it that way, unrealistic.
Yeah.
And with time, I hit my 20s and I kind of started to realize that some people weren't working harder. They were just working smarter and they were not better than my dad. No way. They weren't more noble than my dad, but they had access to information, conversations, mentorship. It was just a different model.
Oh,
And
wow. So,
that's when yes, that's when I started to see the gap. I wasn't exactly sure what am I seeing, but it was not the gap between the rich and the poor. It was
so
more between the taught and the untaught.
yeah, because that was my
And
next question.
so,
When did you start to want to change and think about the status quo maybe
well,
changing for the better?
yes, well, just a bit more on that topic, because
Sure.
now when I look at my kids, I think, what messages are they absorbing for themselves from me? Am I just telling them to be hardworking, or am I showing them actually how to be strategic?
Yeah.
Am I telling them to save money or showing them how to grow it? So, yes, I'm telling them to save money, but not save them and put them in the bank,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Because the biggest lesson that I've learned is that you don't rise to your intentions, you rise to the level of your environment. And my environment as a kid, it was small, safe, predictable, and my job now is to give my kids something different.